Fear is indeed a liar. You too can make it. You can be seen, you can be heard, you can be the best that you want to be. Today, we are diving into a topic that can shift the way you approach every challenge in your life. Fear is indeed a liar. Step into rooms you feel unqualified for. It's a powerful thought because so often we let fear dictate our destination. We hold ourselves back from opportunities because we feel unworthy, unqualified. But here is the truth. Confidence isn't about knowing it all or having all the answers. It's about showing up anyways and trusting that you can figure it out along the way. We have all been there, standing at the edge of an opportunity, feeling like we don't belong or aren't ready. The voice in our head starts telling us, you are not good enough, you will never succeed, you don't have the experience. But let me tell you, that voice is fear, and fear is indeed a liar. I want you to imagine a room. Maybe it's a job you think you are not ready for, an event you are hesitant to attend, or a goal that feels too big. You might look around and think, I don't belong here. But the truth is, no one truly feels completely qualified all the time. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who have it all figured out. They are the ones who take the leap despite the fear, despite the doubt. So what's the key to breaking through that fear? The first step is acknowledging that it's just, that fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. But fear only grows stronger when you ignore it. When you face it head on, it loses its power over you. Now, let's talk about confidence. Confidence doesn't come from a place of, certainty. It doesn't mean you have all the answers or that you have all the skills or that you have everything figured out. Confidence is simply showing up. Even when you are unsure, confidence is walking into that room, sitting at that table, or taking on that challenge with the understanding that you may not have all the knowledge, but you will learn, you will grow. Think of every person who has ever done something amazing. Chances are they don't start out as an expert. They started out as a beginner. But what set them apart was the willingness to step into rooms they felt unqualified for. They were willing to fail. They were willing to get uncomfortable. They were willing to push past the doubt and fear. That's what builds real confidence. It's not perfection. It's progress. It's not knowing everything. It's having the courage to take that first step and trust that you will figure it out as you go. So the next time fear tries to hold you back, remind yourself that it's lying. Remind yourself that you are capable, that you can grow, and that the best opportunities often come when you step into the unknown. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to succeed. You just have to be willing to try. Step into the room you feel unqualified for, and you will be amused at how much you learn and grow. You are more capable than you realize, and confidence will follow when you trust in your ability to rise to the occasion. Building confidence isn't something that happens overnight. It's a process, and it requires effort, persistence, and most importantly, self-compassion. So let's break it down into actionable steps that you can apply today. Now, step number 1, Mindset Tribe. Talk about small wins. Confidence grow when you experience success. No matter how small, every little victory, whether it's, completing a task or work, finishing your project, speaking up in the meeting, build your belief in your ability. The more you stand up and begin to admire these small wins and acknowledge these small wins, it will be okay. Start setting yourself up for these small successes every day. Look for opportunities to challenge yourself, even in little things, and celebrate those moments over time, they will build up and make the bigger challenge feel less intimidating. Now, second, focus on positive self-talk. Our minds are powerful, and the way we speak to ourselves shape our reality. If you constantly tell yourself you are not good enough or that you can do something, you are reinforcing that belief. But if you start telling yourself that you are capable, that you can learn, that failure is just a step towards growth, you begin to create a mindset that supports confidence. Replace I can do this with I am learning, I can do it, I am growing, and I am enjoying the process. Okay? Now, let's talk about embracing failure. It's hard to build confidence when we are afraid of making mistakes. But here is the thing. Failure is part of the process. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference is they don't let failure stop them. Instead, they use it as a lesson to improve. Don't fear failure. Embrace it as a stepping stone to your growth. When you fail, reflect on what went wrong. Learn from it and then try again. The more you allow yourself to fail without judgment, the more confident you will become in your ability to bounce back and keep going. Mindset Tribe. Visualization is another great tool. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself succeeding. Picturing yourself walking into that room you feel unqualified for and excelling. Imagine how it feels to be confident, to speak with authority, to handle challenges with grace, when you visualize success, your brain begins to believe it's possible, and you start to take, action that aligns with your belief. Preparation is also key. When you feel unqualified, it's often because you feel unprepared. But confidence can be built through preparation, whether it is learning more about a subject, practicing a skill, or simply being organized. Preparation helps you feel ready. When you feel like you know your stuff, even a little bit, your confidence will grow. It's like going into an interview. The more you prepare, the more confident you will feel when it's time to shine. Mindset Tribe, another crucial element is surrounding yourself with positivity. I can't overemphasize that. The people you spend time with can either boost or drain your confidence. Seek out those who support you, encourage you, and believe in your potential. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who have already done what you are trying to do. When you see them succeed, it reminds you that success is possible for you too. Their, encouragement will help you push through moments of doubt and keep stepping into those rooms that feel beyond your reach. And finally, remember that confidence is a muscle. Like any muscle, it needs to be worked constantly to grow stronger. The more you practice stepping out of your comfort zone, the easier it will become each time you do something that feels uncomfortable or unqualified. You're building your confidence. So don't shy away from challenges. Embrace them as opportunities to grow stronger. Confidence isn't about knowing it all. Confidence is about showing up anyways, even when you feel that you do not know anything. Mindset Tribe. If you are seeing this face for the first time, my name is Dr. Anderson Emmanuel Bukic. I love you for being here, and thank you. If you think this has brought any kind of value, even chinkiny value to you, so please turn on the post notification bell, subscribe if you may, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you so much.